What's Poppin' Korea? This is your DJ Brian Ju, and you're listening to What's Poppin' on TBS efm. Today is Tuesday, and guess what? I'm not really here right now. Actually, I should be on a plane coming back to Korea to be part of our live show tomorrow. And you know me, I gotta be on a plane because I am a superstar. That's just who I am. That's how I roll. Just playing, y'all. I'm not big-headed like that. I'm just playing with y'all. But I'm trying to come back to Korea as soon as possible so I can be a part of the live show and be with y'all because I miss you guys so much. I had a great time in California, but now it's time to go back to work as usual. But also, since I am in America, I want to play a song about the USA right now for you guys. It's the first song of the hour, and it's by Demi Lovato. The song is called Made in the USA. That was Demi Lovato with Made in the USA, and you guys are tuning into What's Poppin' on TBS efm, and we'll be right back after a message from our sponsors. Welcome back to What's Poppin'. We're Brian Ju. We're on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, and GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, how do you get in contact with us? It's pretty simple on What's Poppin'. You can send us a text at sharp or pound 1013 for charges 51, or send us a tweet at TBS What's Poppin'. Also, you can send us an email at efmpoppin@gmail.com, or simply a Kakao Talk message if you've added TBS EFM as a plus friend. Also, I remind you guys, Open Studio for this week. I know a lot of people are thinking last week it was on Tuesday, so this week it'll get back to Wednesday. No, this week we'll have Open Studio on Thursday. That's August 1st. Thursday. Once again, Open Studio this week will be on Thursday. 목요일, August 1st. 8월 1일. We're going to have our Open Studio at 11 a.m. To be a part of that, please try to be here by 10:45 in the morning. And this will be broadcasted and aired on Friday, August 2nd. So if you want to be a part of our show and see how we do things here, me, Olivia, and Eugene, please try to make it out here. If you want more information, send us an email to efmpoppin@gmail.com, and Eugene will get you situated. And with that said, now it's time for the word of the day. So today's first song was called Made in USA. Yes, so our word of the day is USA. No. America. No. See, we like to spread the love around here, of course. So the word of the day is going to be what? What is the USA? What is America? It is a country. That means all of our songs today are going to have the name of a country in the title. Since we've already done something about North America, let's move on a little bit further south into Central America. And what is the most strategically important country in Central America? Nicaragua? Nope. Belize? No. Well, it's a place to visit, but I'm talking about somewhere that connects two oceans with a huge canal. Yes, that's right. We're talking about Panama. And that's the title of the next song as well. So check it out. This is Van Halen with Panama. That was Panama by Van Halen. Now, coming up on today's show, it's Tuesday, so we're going to have Michael Jones with us in the second half of our show for Poppin' Review. So Michael will be reviewing another album and an artist. And I gotta say, lately he's been bringing in some really, really talented artists, and I love his taste of music. So what's it gonna be today? If you want to find out, please stick around for the second half of our show. Now we gotta get into more music. Now the word of the day is country. So we've went over North America and Central America. So now we gotta go to South America. Now this next song by the beautiful, the wonderful, like a virgin, Madonna in the film Evita. Now, what country was Evita about? It was about Argentina. That's my accent. I don't know what I was trying to do. Well, anyways, you guys know that we're very international here at What's Poppin'. So to everybody listening from Argentina, I want to say buenas noches. Give me just one night. Buenas noches. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but good evening. And once again, this next song is by Madonna, and the song is called Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. Once again, that was Madonna with Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. I just wanted to do that because the vibe of the song is very just chill and, made me feel like I was in a musical again. Have you guys known about my career path? I've been in a few musicals, and it's fun, and this song actually made me feel like I wanted to do musicals again. Anyways, right now, we're going to get to another song. And this is actually for most of our Korean listeners. And how can you talk about countries without talking about Korea, of course? And we'll tell the truth, there are not a lot of songs that have Korea in the title. There's one by Ice Cube, of course, that we can't play here called Black Korea. But I mean, it'll make Koreans a little bit angry and upset by the lyrics. So instead, I'm going to go with a Korean song that was popular during the 2002 World Cup. Now, this song really pumped up the crowd during the World Cup because people were clapping, singing. You know, it just made you very rowdy and kind of, you know, got you into the whole soccer, or for you guys in the UK, the football spirit. So this is by a band called Yoon Do-hyun Band, or YB Band, and this song is none other than Oh Pilsen Korea. Check it out. Once again, that was Oh Pilsen Korea by Yoon Do-hyun Band, or YB Band. Yes, to me, that's what he sounds like. He sounds, you know, he pumped up the crowd. Oh, Pilsen Korea! If I start singing like that, please shoot me because that doesn't suit my style. But the next song that we're going to go over right now goes over many, many, many places in the Caribbean. Yes. This next song is actually by a group of older men who I enjoyed listening to when I was younger because it made me feel like a beach bum. And I'm talking about the Beach Boys, of course. And they sing songs about Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? It's a great song. The song is called Kokomo by the Beach Boys. And try to feel the vibe of all the Caribbean areas and all the places they talk about. And, you know, it's going to naturally put you in a beach bum state. And right now, I would die to be on the beach right now. So check it out. This is Kokomo by the Beach Boys. What's up, y'all? You're listening to What's Poppin' on TBS EFM. And we'll be right back with part 2 of our show after word from our sponsors. All right, welcome back to What's Poppin', and now it's time for Paparazzi. So because we recorded this whole week, we can't come at you with the latest news. So what we're going to do, again, is another Paparazzi Rewind. Yes, and you might not be aware of this, but there's several actors and actresses who got big off of really iconic roles, but they weren't actually the first choice for the role that they played. And you can imagine that if someone else had played the role, what could have happened, the possibilities and the careers of these actors, how would it changed, how would it differed, you know? Let me share a few examples. Now, Julia Roberts was actually the first pick for Annie, the female lead in Sleepless in Seattle. Instead, went to Meg Ryan, and she ran with it. Now, could you imagine if it was Julia Roberts playing that role with Tom Hanks? I don't know. Julia Roberts is a great actress, but Meg Ryan, she did it for me. Growing up, I fell in love with Meg Ryan because of this role. And on the flip side, if Julia Roberts did it, I feel like she couldn't have fulfilled that character that well. But, you know, you never know. If Julia Roberts did it, maybe I'd fall in love with Julia Roberts. Not saying I don't like her. She's a great actress. But I feel like Meg Ryan suited the role very well. Also, Mel Gibson was going to play Maximus in Gladiator, but then became the breakout film for Russell Crowe, which was his breakout film. Yes. So I don't know. If you think about this film, I feel like Russell Crowe, because he's such a butch dude, he's huge, like, he fits Maximus. Mel Gibson, on the other hand, Braveheart, What Women Want, you know, he's got, you know, I don't know, he just seems like a weaker, more fragile dude. So I feel like Russell Crowe suited the character better. Forrest Gump could have been played by John Travolta, but he turned it down. So we got Tom Hanks instead. And I feel like, if you think about it, John Travolta as Forrest Gump, would that have worked? Visually, I don't see it happening. I feel like Tom Hanks did a great job in that film. I don't know if John Travolta would have done a great job. I'm not saying he's not a great actor, but it just doesn't suit him. Now, Will Smith was the first choice for Neo in The Matrix, and he turned it down to make the film Wild Wild West. Now, this one, I feel like Will Smith could have done a better job. Not saying Keanu Reeves is a bad actor, but Will Smith is a great actor. And Wild Wild West, in my opinion, wasn't the greatest movie of all time. I mean, the song was good, the Wild Wild West. It was a great song, but the movie itself, not kicking it. Also, Michael J. Fox was the first choice to play Marty McFly in Back to the Future, but he was unable to because of his commitment to the show Family Ties. So they filmed half the movie with Eric Stoltz in the movie. Later, director Robert Zemeckis decided that Stoltz wasn't right for the role and got Michael J. Fox to agree to do it. And we almost had someone else do Marty. Can you believe that? Could you imagine if Back to the Future didn't have Michael J. Fox in it? It would not be Back to the Future. You know, Michael J. Fox pulled it off very well, and I felt like he really brought the character Marty to the screen very well. And finally, this is the shocker, but Christopher Walken was the first choice to play Han Solo, but Harrison Ford took the job and the rest is history, and his career took off. To me, that's not very important because that movie, my opinion, wasn't a great movie at all. I don't care if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000. Those movies, not my style. Anyways, if Walken had taken off with that role, I felt like, that movie would have been better. I don't know. All right. Anyways, we got a song set up for you guys right now. It's a great song. My opinion, this girl is a very talented singer. A lot of people judge me. It's like, ew, you like this artist? Yes, I do. This is Taylor Swift with If This Was a Movie. Welcome back to What's Poppin', and now it's time for Poppin' Review
with Michael Jones.
You can't do it. You gotta hit your throat. Okay, now you're
I can't do it.
You're not talented enough.
Poppin' Review. But I can like warp
now you
my
sound like
voice.
an old school folk singer, like trot singer. Poppin' Review.
Hey, trot singers are awesome. I'm gonna review a trot album.
Go for it,
dude. Trot albums are awesome. Trot is
next week.
I don't even know where do you find trot albums? Like I pull
online.
All my stuff. Really?
Yeah.
All right. I gotta get some
help
nowadays.
With that. Alrighty. So how was your week?
My week was great.
My week was better.
And right now we're broadcasting all the way from 30,000 miles up in the sky. Wait a minute, 30,000 feet in the sky.
So you're on the plane with me right now?
Yeah, we're on the plane together right now.
Leaving on a jet plane.
Flying over the sea.
Okay, anyways. Poppin' Review today. Who is the special
guest?
Artist?
Well, because you are in the air right now, Brian, and because you were flying over the sea, I wanted to pick an album that had something to do with the sea.
Okay.
And so the name of the album today is called To the Sea by a very, very talented artist, Mr. Bubble Toes himself, Jack Johnson.
Bubble Toes? Why is he called Bubble Toes?
It's as simple as something that nobody knows, that her eyes are as big as her bubbly toes. You've never heard that song?
That's from Jack Johnson?
You've never heard Bubble Toes from Jack? Yes, that's Jack Johnson.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my goodness.
I know the name of Jack Johnson. I know of his existence, but I've never actually listened to his music.
I didn't actually bring this album because of you, Brian. Sorry. I know I set that up, but it was just such a perfect setup. No, I brought this album because right in a few days you're going to be, or like as soon as you land, you're going to be sitting on the beach probably or doing something of that sort. You're going to be chilling out.
As soon as I land, I'll be back in Korea. I come back tomorrow.
Wait a minute. Oh man, now I'm all messed up. This is weird. How can we play with the future like this?
You know what it is?
No, what?
Can I explain it to you? You can't cry though.
Okay.
You're aging.
Why am I laughing?
Because the truth.
That's rude.
It's with you.
Oh, everybody should.
How's that rude? Okay,
everybody should tweet in right now.
When people say things like that are rude, how's that rude? I'm just stating an
absolute fact, and I'm okay with it.
Yes, I didn't say you're an old fogey.
No,
I said you're just aging.
Getting old, yeah, man.
Getting older. We all are.
Yes, we are.
Yes. I'm turning 20 tomorrow.
Yes. In your dreams. In your Hey, this album it's called To the Sea by Jack Johnson. It is his 5th studio album. It's a fantastic album. Actually, I am not a huge fan of Jack Johnson. I think a lot of his music's a little bit too slow and like, he's got that feel where like, I don't know, you're sitting around a campfire on the beach, which is very cool and very chill and very fun to do. Sitting on a beach, maybe in Hawaii or California or something, and you've got that guy who's singing the song and wearing a hat like I've got here.
Like a beach bummy dude.
Like a beach bummy dude. He's really cool. He's a really cool guy, but like a lot of his songs are just kind of like sad and mopey and I don't want to listen to him. But this album is really quite bright and sparkly, and I think it's a lot of fun. And I brought it in because I just want people to listen and maybe think of the beach, and maybe if they're going to the beach, they can have this on their brain and they can be thinking of music to chill out with, I suppose, on the beach.
On the beach. Yeah. All right. With that said, let's actually start off with a song from Jack Johnson, and the first song we're going to play for you guys right now is called "You and Your Heart." That was Jack Johnson with "You and Your Heart."
Do you think he sounds a little like Jason Mraz?
I mean, he's got that vibe, but nowadays I feel like a lot of artists are in that same genre. I don't know what genre you would call this, but
Jason Mraz is.
Well, you got the Jason Mraz, you got Jack Johnson, you got the guy who's saying, I forgot his name all of a sudden. Your body is a one.
Oh, John Mayer. Yep.
John Mayer.
Yep.
And then you got Bruno Mars.
Kind of a little bit in there too sometimes.
But Bruno Mars, I feel like he's got the little soul R&B edge to it. You know.
Yeah. And Jason Mraz can actually, he's a little bit versatile. Like, some of his songs are that way, some of his songs are not that way. They kind of go, different kind of variety of sound. But yeah, Jack Johnson, I don't know, like basically all his songs kind of sound like this kind of guitar picking.
Well, you can't compare him to Bruno Mars then, because Bruno Mars is more versatile. Because then
absolutely. What I mean is that Bruno
styles,
Mars can sometimes goes into that kind
of.
He
does.
Yeah. So
alrighty.
Yeah, he's Jack Johnson's a Hawaii boy.
He's from Hawaii.
He's from Hawaii. He
and with paddle boards too.
He actually his father was a fairly well known surfer actually, and Jack Johnson actually started in his father's footsteps, and when he was 17, I think it was, he suffered a major surfing accident.
So his father had like a footstep in the sand, and that's where Jack Johnson started, in the footsteps.
Right, he actually put his little tiny feet in his father's footsteps.
That is my joke for the day.
That was really, that was almost as funny as your aging joke.
I was like, my Michael joke? I didn't do a Michael Jackson joke.
You did a Michael, never mind. Jack Johnson.
Yes.
He was surfing one day on the pipeline at North Shore, okay? Apparently this is a really wicked wave. I've never been. Have you ever been to Hawaii?
Yes.
Oh, man, I really want to go to Hawaii.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm sure
yes.
it is. And he was surfing one day and he crashed. I had to get 150 stitches in his forehead. Like, what does that look like? 150. Anyway.
I had 27 stitches in my head, on my scalp.
Really?
I was in a car accident, so.
I had 5 in my hand, and I mean, okay, that's 5. That's a big scar for 5. Like,
yeah, 27 was a lot.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
Was it like,
if I didn't get the 27, yeah, a piece of my brain was hanging out, just dangling.
Nice. That's it. That explains everything. All right. In my head. Brian got the inspiration for that.
No more brain for me.
The doctor's fingers in there going. Can you feel this? My leg keeps kicking. What's going on with that? Anyway, right. He got 150 stitches in his forehead, and he lost several of his teeth. However, if you look at the guy right now, he's pretty handsome.
Does he thing like this?
You and your heart. I used to whistle, but I can't because I have no teeth.
I have no teeth. Also, there's some information. I'm looking at the paper as well with you.
Yeah.
He learned guitar at the age of 8 and began writing music when he was 12.
Yeah, like last week we talked about Serena Ryder and how she started when she was 7 and started writing songs when she was 11. So I wanted to do a little bit different, and Jack Johnson just happened to be one age different in both areas.
But these people are who you consider like child prodigies.
They have to be
musically gifted at such a young age.
Yeah. Now, is that true? Like okay, they say that he started at 8. It doesn't mean he like picked up the guitar and suddenly he was writing songs like you just heard today.
I'm pretty sure at 8 he was learning how to play guitar.
Right, so he's like...
So I said learned.
Making the sounds.
Ding, ding, mama pop the string.
Right, exactly. And you know, it's something... I know for me, when I used to like think about musicians and stuff, I'm like, oh, they're just so naturally. They didn't have to work for it. And it's like, no, he started at 8, which means he probably went through like a long time of like pain and suffering. And like it says, okay, he wrote his first song at 12. Pretty sure it's not popular. You know, happy birthday to you, baby. Happy birthday. You know, he like did something where he just expanded on. Who knows? Who knows?
How about we actually listen to a song to see if his skill from his 8-year-old days actually
has come to fruition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this way we can play more songs of Jack Johnson's. Right now we're going to play a song called At or With Me, and this is Jack Johnson. That was At or With Me by Jack Johnson.
Groovy.
All right, today we're talking about Jack Johnson, but unfortunately we are out of time. Is there anything you want to add about this artist?
Nope, he's not a deep writer. He doesn't write deep songs. He's just the kind of music you like to listen to, sit back and just not think too much and just enjoy.
Have a nice little beer on the beach.
Yep.
Maybe a little umbrella cocktail or something.
And I recommend this album because it just has lots and lots of good songs on it.
It's perfect, because now the monsoon season is slowly dying out. We're going to be able to be poolside or beachside.
Get some sunshine. My tan is starting to fade
Michael
already.
needs a tan, but of us all, Eugene needs a tan completely. He is starting to look pale.
And a mullet.
Keep those tweets coming about Eugene getting a mullet. Like we said, 500 tweets will get Eugene a mullet, and I will pay for his mullet. Anyways, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Eugene. Not Eugene, Mike.
Do I have a mullet? No.
I just keep thinking about Eugene. I love Eugene so much.
Yep.
But Mike, thank you for coming in and talking about Jack Johnson today.
We'll talk to you guys
and
later.
And thank you all you listeners for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow live, smacking your face. This is Brian Jew and
Michael J.
signing off.
Bye, guys.
And the last song of the hour is Jack Johnson from The Clouds.